You've been fed a lie your entire life, a convenient, socially acceptable lie. You've been told to be nice, to be agreeable, to avoid conflict at all costs, to always, always put her first. And you've probably noticed with growing frustration that this strategy gets you one thing, and one thing only: walked all over, taken for granted, and a one-way ticket straight to the friend zone. Why? Because here's a brutal, forbidden truth about the deep, primal wiring of female attraction. Women are not, and never will be, genuinely, viscerally attracted to a man they can completely control. They are not attracted to a doormat. On a profound, often subconscious level, they are irresistibly, almost magnetically, drawn to a man with an unshakable inner core, a man with powerful, self-respecting, unyielding boundaries. Your boundaries aren't a wall you build to keep her out. They are a powerful testament to your immense value, a demonstration of your kingdom's borders. Today, I am not just talking about the concept of boundaries. I am revealing 6 specific, potent types of boundaries that men set that can actually, paradoxically, turn women on. These are the boundaries that command her respect, challenge her in an attractive way, and ignite her deepest desire. And pay very close attention, because boundary number 5 is the one that most so-called nice guys are absolutely terrified to set. Yet it is the one that can instantly, irrevocably change the entire power dynamic of a relationship. This is not for the faint of heart. Now, let's be crystal clear. This is not about being an aggressive, confrontational jerk. A boundary is not a threat. It is a calm, firm, powerful declaration of self-respect. So why is this so profoundly, almost mysteriously, attractive to women? There are 3 core psychological reasons. It demonstrates immense self-value. A man with clear, consistent boundaries non-verbally screams, "My time, my energy, my principles, and my peace of mind are incredibly valuable. I do not give them away cheaply or allow them to be violated." This immediately creates perceived value, scarcity, and intrigue. It creates profound psychological safety. This is the great paradox. A man with strong, unshakable boundaries makes a woman feel on a deep level infinitely safer. Why? Because she knows where she stands. She knows he's not a weak pushover who will bend to her every whim or to the pressures of the world. And critically, she can trust that his yes is a real, authentic yes, precisely because she knows he is not afraid to say no. He is a man of profound integrity. It provides an attractive challenge and creates polarity. A man who stands firm in his own reality, who has his own principles, creates a powerful, attractive, masculine polarity. He is a mountain, not a mound of shapeless sand. He provides something for her feminine energy to push against, to test, and ultimately to respect, surrender to, and be irresistibly drawn towards. When you set a boundary, you are not rejecting her. You are profoundly respecting yourself. And genuine, unwavering self-respect is the ultimate, most potent aphrodisiac known to man. Boundary. 1. Your time and availability, your most valuable asset. The common mistake: being available 24/7, replying to her texts instantly like a customer service bot, dropping everything for her last-minute, low-effort plans. The powerful boundary: my time is valuable and is primarily dedicated to my purpose and my mission. I will enthusiastically make time for you when it aligns with my schedule, but I do not break my prior commitments or abandon my mission for your convenience or boredom. The potent psychological impact. This creates powerful scarcity and demonstrates that you have a compelling, important life outside of her. A core attraction principle. It makes the time she does get with you feel significantly more valuable, more of a prize. She has to earn her place in your schedule. How to set it with high value. If she asks to hang out on a night you're busy with your own priorities, I'd love to see you, but Tuesday is my gym project poker night, and that's non-negotiable for me. I'm free Thursday, though. Let's make something happen then. You hold the boundary, state its importance, and confidently offer an alternative maintaining leadership. Boundary number 2, your core values and principles, your inner compass. The common mistake, agreeing with everything she says. Even if you disagree, changing your opinions to match hers, or doing something that violates your moral or ethical principles just to please her or avoid an argument. The powerful boundary. I respect your opinion and your right to hold it, but I see it differently. Or, I understand why you might want to do that, but I'm not comfortable with it as it goes against my personal principles. The potent psychological impact. This demonstrates an unshakable internal frame, profound integrity, and immense character. It shows you are a man of substance, not a weak, shapeless chameleon who will bend with any social wind. This builds massive foundational respect, which is an absolute prerequisite for deep, lasting desire. How to set it with calm confidence. State your position calmly, respectfully, and without any need for her to agree with you. We can just agree to disagree on this one. Your confidence in your own values is enough. Boundary 3 against disrespectful communication. No jab, no nagging, no yelling. The common mistake, tolerating yelling, name-calling, condescending tones, passive-aggressive jabs, or constant demeaning criticism, often writing it off as her just being emotional. The powerful boundary. I am always happy to discuss any issue with you when we can both speak to each other with mutual respect. I am not, however, going to continue this conversation while I'm being yelled at, shun, insulted, spoken down to. The potent psychological impact. This powerfully communicates that you have high standards for how you allow yourself to be treated. It stops toxic patterns in their tracks and forces her to re-engage with respect if she wants to engage with you at all. It makes her see you as a high-value man who cannot be trifled with, whose presence requires a certain standard of behavior. How to set it with calm disengagement? Calmly state the boundary and then immediately, physically or conversationally, disengage. Let's talk about this later when we've both had a chance to cool down. Then you walk away, end the call, or change the subject. You remove the reward, your attention, for her bad behavior. Boundary number 4, on last-minute flakiness, your time is valuable. The common mistake, she cancels a confirmed date last minute with a flimsy, low-effort excuse, and he immediately responds with a weak, "Oh, okay, no problem at all. Let me know whenever works for you." The powerful boundary. My time is valuable and I expect it to be respected, just as I respect yours. The potent psychological impact. By meekly accepting her flakiness without any consequence, you teach her that your time is worthless and that you are a low-priority option. A gentle but firm consequence reestablishes your value and your standards. How to set it, the power reversal. Respond calmly. That's a shame. I was looking forward to it. My schedule is pretty tight for the next while, but hey, if you'd like to reschedule, feel free to figure out a concrete day and time that works for you, and you can let me know. I'll see if I can make it happen. Have a good night. This masterfully puts the entire onus on her to fix the situation, to reinvest, and to pursue you, while you remain calm, high value, and unbothered. Boundary number 5, your sexual intent, the anti-friend zone shield. The common mistake, the classic nice guy trap. He spends weeks, months, even years in a purely platonic friendship, acting as her free emotional sponge, her shoulder to cry on about other men, desperately hoping that his kindness and patience will eventually, magically, ignite her attraction. The powerful boundary. My intent with you is, and has always been, romantic, not platonic. I am not here to be your unpaid therapist, your shopping buddy, or your platonic male girlfriend who listens to you complain about other men. The potent psychological impact. This is the ultimate, most powerful polarity creator. It makes your intentions crystal clear and forces a decision. It is confident, it is honest, it is masculine. It prevents you from wasting months of your life in the agonizing friend zone. A woman is often secretly, deeply turned on by a man who is unapologetic, yet respectful, about his clear sexual desire for her. It makes her feel desired as a woman, not just liked as a person. How to set it, primarily through action. You don't get stuck in endless platonic texting loops without asking for a real date. You use playful, calibrated, flirtatious touch when appropriate. And if she starts venting to you about other guys, you calmly and confidently interrupt, "Hey, her name, I respect you, but I'm not the right person to talk to about that. I am, however, the right person to take you for a great drink and get your mind off of it completely. What are you doing Thursday?" Boundary, Chapter 6, your emotional state, the unperturbed mountain. The common mistake. Her bad mood instantly ruins his day. Her anxiety becomes his anxiety. He becomes frantic, desperately trying to fix her feelings, to make her happy again, because his emotional state has become completely toxically dependent on hers. The powerful boundary. I am the sole sovereign of my own emotional state. She is the sole sovereign of hers. I can offer empathy, but I will not take on her emotions as my own. The potent psychological impact. This demonstrates unshakable emotional strength and self-possession, the unperturbed mountain archetype. It shows that he can be empathetic to her feelings. I can see you're having a tough day, without being consumed or controlled by them. This makes him an incredibly safe, stable, and reliable presence in her life, an anchor she can rely on precisely because he is not tossed about by her emotional waves. This stability is profoundly attractive and reassuring. How to set it with empathetic detachment. When she's in a bad mood, you can say with genuine warmth, "It seems like you're having a tough day. I'm here if you want to talk about it, or I can give you some space if that's what you need. Let me know." You offer support, you acknowledge her feelings, but you do not take on her emotion as your own responsibility. You remain calm, centered, and strong. Now here's the beautiful, almost magical paradox that you must understand. When you begin to set these powerful, self-respecting boundaries, will she get upset? Maybe, at first. Will she test them? Absolutely, 100% of the time. She will push against your frame, subtly or overtly, to see if it's real, to see if you'll crumble under pressure. And when she pushes and you hold your ground, calmly, respectfully, confidently, and without aggression, something incredible happens. Her testing is not a sign of rejection. It is often a sign of subconscious interest. She is checking to see if you are a man of real substance, a man of real strength, a man worthy of her deepest respect. When she finds that she cannot move you, that your self-respect is unshakable, that you are a mountain, not a mound of sand, her respect for you, and very, very often her raw, visceral attraction to you, will skyrocket. She has finally found a man of true, unshakable strength. She has found a man she can trust to lead. The 6 attraction-inducing boundaries that command respect and ignite desire. 1. The boundary of your time and availability. Your time is valuable. 2. The boundary of your core values and principles. You are a man of integrity. 3. The boundary against disrespectful communication. You command respect. 4. The boundary on last-minute flakiness. You are a priority. 5. The boundary of your sexual intent. You are not a friend, you are a suitor. 6. The boundary of your emotional state. You are her rock, not her emotional sponge. Your boundaries define your value, your strength, your very essence as a man. In the comments section below, I want you to make the unbreakable man's pledge. I want you to tell me, which of these 6 crucial boundaries is the most difficult for men in today's world to consistently set? And which one will you personally commit to enforcing in your life with unwavering resolve, starting this very week? Let's build a powerful community of strong, respected, unbreakable men right here, right now. If you know a man, a friend, a brother who is too nice for his own good, who is constantly being taken for granted, and who desperately needs to learn the profound, attractive power of self-respect, share this video. You could genuinely change his dating life, and perhaps his entire life, forever. For more unfiltered, potent truths on building an unshakable masculine frame, mastering the deep psychology of attraction, and reclaiming your inherent power as a man, make sure you have absolutely obliterated that subscribe button and have activated all notifications. Your strength is your power. Your respect is your currency. Be unbreakable.